The Houston Rockets would like to end their season on a high note. Can they defeat the Washington Wizards, who have already clinched the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference? This is Season Long Baller. Let's ball.
Here we go.
Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And we've got two teams that are in really opposite directions as Eric Gordon drives, and just outside of the lane, he scores and puts the Rockets up 2-0. You may have already noticed that the Wizards have a slightly different lineup in. Summerz and Avdia are your only two normal starters, as Summerz does the pick and roll with Gibson. Gibson backs out of the paint and passes it over to Hachimura. We'll give you that Wizards starting lineup in just a moment. For the Rockets, who even look a little bit different themselves, as Barton misses a three and Sengun gets the rebound. Burke and Trey Burke is starting at the point. So Burke, Green, Gordon, Smith, and Sengun are starting at the five for the Rockets, as Trey Burke misses the layup in the lane over Summerz. Avdia up to Hachimura. Hachimura will throw it on over to Summerz, working against Burke. Summerz will back it out. Now drive, gets a double team from Smith. Hachimura takes the three, he misses, and the rebound to Green. Green pushes the ball up the floor. Now to Burke on the wing, and Burke hits the three, and it's a 5-0 lead for the Rockets. The Wizards are resting Porzingis, Beal, and Kuzma. So you can understand that. Don't want any injuries there, as Summerz runs the pick and roll with Hachimura, and Hachimura reverse dunks it, and the Wizards are finally on the board. It is 5-2 in favor of the Rockets. So your Wizards lineup has two players that are not on the actual Wizards in real life. So you've got Summerz and Will Barton at the guards, and you know Barton got his release from the actual Wizards. And, well, it looks like we've got that delay thing going here. Clock is running. We've seen this a few times this season. Summerz and Barton are your guards. Avdia and Hachimura, who of course was traded to the Lakers in February, are your forwards. And Taj Gibson, the former Bull and former Knick, is starting at the center for the Wizards today. Missed three from Gordon. Rebound Jabari Smith Jr. And the foul on Hachimura. And Smith Jr. will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. It's 5-2 in favor of the Rockets. Now, these two teams did meet earlier in the season, and the Wizards did blow out the Rockets. Not really a surprise there. Now, the computer, of course, is going to put in the normal starters, but not starting them. We did try to cut down their minutes. So we did try to cut down Porzingis, Beal, and Kuzma's minutes, especially Porzingis and Beal, because, you know, Beal, as a matter of fact, was injured at some point earlier in the season. So we definitely don't want them to get injured before the start of the season, before we get into the playoffs. Summerz runs the pick and roll with Porzingis. Free throw line jump shot is off. Rebound to the Rockets. Gordon tried to throw an alley-oop to Smith Jr., intercepted by Hachimura. Hachimura dribbles into the front court over to Summerz, working against Green. Summerz still holding the ball. Now drives around, kicks it over to Barton. Barton takes the jump shot, misses, and the rebound to Gordon. Gordon pushes into the front court. Working against Avdia, who's the only other starter along with Summerz who began the game. Normal starter. Hachimura did start some games earlier in the season. Good pass there from Gordon. Yep, Gordon to Sengun. And now the Rockets are up 9-2. Summerz runs the pick and roll with Hachimura. Takes the three. That looks off. It does hit clang off the front of the rim. Smith Jr. with the rebound. He pushes up to Burke. Burke in the lane. Takes the layup. Blocked by Summerz. But it will retain the Rockets' ball. Summerz didn't do the he's too short demonstration, did he? Sengun, Burke, and who else was that? Green. No, that wasn't Green. All hit the bench there. Daniel Gafford is in for Porzingis. And Smith Jr. passes it out to Green. 9-2 lead for the Rockets. Back in the corner. Missed shot. I didn't see who took that shot. Hachimura gets the rebound up to Summerz. Summerz will set the pick and roll with Hachimura. Slip screen. Summerz gets into the paint. Reverse layups on Green and scores. 9-4 in favor of the Rockets as Green brings the ball up the floor. Let's see who we've got out here for the Rockets. Christopher, as he passes to Smith Jr. And did Gafford block that? Hachimura up to Barton. Barton dribbles, working against Smith Jr. Back over to Summerz. Summerz, of course, is our NBA 2K23 player build and the presumptive Rookie of the Year. Summerz gets another slip screen from Hachimura, kicks it over to Hachimura. He two-hand dunks, and the lead is now cut down to 3. So Wizards have closed it to 9-6 here with 1:32 to go in the first quarter. As you know, we play 6-minute quarters here on Season Long Baller, and when our player build, Jaymont Summerz, comes out of the game, we are out of the game. Christopher's shot is missed. Hachimura looked like he was trying to swing at that. If he had hit that, that would have been goaltending by a long shot. Shot is missed. Summerz drives, kicks it out to Avdia. He gets a pick now from Gafford, takes the 3. It is missed. Gafford with the rebound, back out to Summerz. A minute on the clock. Summerz gets the pick again from Hachimura. Hachimura rolls, scores. And the Wizards have the Hachimura show at the moment. He has 6 of the Wizards' 8. Green drives on Summerz, kicks it in the corner over the head of Christopher. It will be the Wizards' ball with 43.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. I would suspect, I was going to say Summerz is probably coming out of the game after playing most of the first quarter. Wizards are now up by 2 with 3:47 to go here in the second quarter. And again, trying to get Beal out of the game as you see the lineup here. Now let's see. We'll probably put Kispert in, yeah. So Kispert at the 3, Barton again at the 2, taking Kuzma out of the game as well. Trying to keep Kuzma, Avdia, and Porzingis out of the game. So we'll go ahead and try to make sure that the next dead ball, those guys are not in the game. Wizards up by 2. Porzingis dribbling against Sengun. Summerz working against Burke. Gets the screen from Porzingis, comes downhill, lays it up, and I mean, I went right hand layup there when it should have definitely been left hand. And Sengun knocks that off the glass. I mean, that might be the easiest block he's ever gotten. Burke drives on Summerz, kicks it over to Gordon, who is in the paint. Burke takes the shot. He will miss. Rebound to Porzingis. He kicks it up to Summerz. Summerz skies and grabs it with one hand. And now backs it out against Burke. Takes the 3. It's off. Rebound to Gordon. Wizards still up by 2 with less than 3 to go here in the second quarter. Burke driving it or working up top against Summerz. Here comes Sengun coming across the paint. Working on Porzingis. He's dribbling. Now 5 on the shot clock. In the corner to Gordon. Gordon drives against Kuzma. Blocked by Porzingis. 24-second shot clock violation here. And Porzingis is the presumptive defensive player of the year for our simulation as well. Kispert comes into the game along with Hachimura. Summerz, Barton, Kispert, Hachimura, and Gafford are your 5 for the Wizards. Summerz kicks it over to Hachimura, and that has been the play. Wizards up by 4 now, and Hachimura has 8, all of them coming on assists on the pick and roll from Summerz. Burke dribbling up top around the key area, takes the shot in the lane, misses, rebound Gafford. Up to Kispert. Kispert over to Summerz. Summerz drives on Burke and gets fouled by Smith Jr.
Second personal foul.
Summerz will shoot a pair.
Team foul.
And of course, if you're new to Season Long Baller,
For Washington, number 4.
you know we shut up for free throws. Looks like wholesale changes coming for the Rockets as Green comes into the game. Second of 2 is good. Wizards now up by 6. Green brings the ball into the front court, working against Summerz.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Green,
remaining in the second
Sengun
quarter.
is playing the center. You've got Smith Jr., Tate, and Christopher, your 5. Missed jump shot there from Tate. Barton pushes it up to Summerz. Summerz drives on Green, steps back out. And now goes up top, and we'll reset the offense here. Gets the screen from Gafford. You know I like to run that. Kicks it over. That didn't work at all. Tried to go with the lob to Gafford, and that was really bad. Summerz will pick up the reach-in foul on Jabari Smith.
Second team foul.
Score remains 27-21 with 1:29 to go here in the second quarter. Christopher, I guess now Christopher's in the game, so I'm not sure who was that was in the game earlier than if Christopher just came in. Steal by Gafford. Summerz, he throws it up to Summerz. Summerz drives, takes the layup, looks too hard, goes off the glass. Gafford gets the rebound, out to Hashimura, over to Barton, and he gives it back to Summerz. Shot clock now under 5. Summerz will take the 3 with Green right on him and nails it. Good shot from Summerz there. Summerz with 7 and 4, and now a 9-point lead for the Wizards. Quite the scoring slump right now for the Rockets as Christopher tries to go on Summerz. Summerz blocks that shot. Out to Green. Green takes the 3. He misses. Gafford with another rebound. He gives it to Summerz. Yeah, you see that scoring drought the last 8 minutes. That is a long scoring drought. Summerz gets the pick from Kispert. Takes another 3. I really should have shot that a lot better than that. Had a good look. Tate up to Green. Green working on Barton. Over to Christopher, who's working against Summerz. Over to Sengun. Now Tate will take the 3 and nail it. Yeah, that looked good as soon as that left his hands. 30-24. We'll play for the final shot here. Under 10 to go. We'll go screen and roll with Hashimura. I mean, that has been the play in the half. Summerz back to Hashimura. He lays it up. It's good. 2.1 to go. Wizards up by 8. And that will put a wrap here in the quarter as Christopher throws it full length. 8-point lead for the Wizards. We will see you in the third quarter. 32-24 home team. All right, beginning of the third quarter. Wizards are up by 8. And as you see, we do still have that different starting lineup that we started this game. No Porzingis, no Beal, and no Kuzma. Barton dribbling against Green. He dribbled around in the paint. Gordon was coming over to do a double team. Barton, under 5 on the clock. Barton is in the paint. I don't know how he did that, but it worked. Wizards are now up by 10. 34-24 is your score. Burke dribbling against Summerz. Over to Sengun. Now over to Gordon. He takes the 3. He nails it.
Eric Gordon.
And again, Gordon is another player. He's not on the Rockets anymore either. Of course, he is now with, what, the Clippers? Yeah, with the Clippers. Pick and roll with Gibson. Summerz will take the 3. Will he answer? Yes, he does. Summerz hits a 3 of his own. Lead is back up to 10. Burke dribbling against Summerz. Now over to Sengun. Now over to Gordon. Working against Avdia. Down low to Smith Jr. against Hashimura. Kicked out to Sengun. Now to Gordon again. Now Smith Jr. setting a pick for Gordon. Gordon will take the three. It's missed. Hachimura with the rebound. Over to Summerz. Wow, I should have taken a three there. You see how slow they were to get up. Summerz will come down. Kicks it over to Hachimura. Hachimura is fouled, but hoop and harm. Hachimura has a chance for a three-point play. Tomorrow, season-long podcast number 23, it will be on Spotify. It will also be on Google Podcasts, and we'll do it on YouTube since we're going into the playoffs. Summerz took a seat, but now is back in, and the Wizards have extended their lead to 19. It's 61-42 with a minute 11 to go here in the third quarter. Summerz is guarding Green now. Green drives. Summerz again. Oh, Green got it over Summerz, but he missed. Summerz gets the rebound, his first of the game. And Green is only 1 out of 7 in this game. We'll go pick and roll with Gafford. Let's see if we can get something working this time. Throws it up. Oh, Sengun blocked that one. Green in front of the pack. He will flush it and score. Cut the lead to 17. Jalen Green cuts it to 17. It is now 61-44. Summerz will bring the ball up into the front court. Get the screen from Porzingis. And back to Porzingis. Porzingis will shoot it over Green and scores. Lead is back to 19 with under 30 to go here in the third quarter. Remember, the Wizards are the 1 seed as Green is driving. Passes to Sengun. That was a good pass. Sengun will score, and that is an easy 2 points on the dunk there. Lead back down to 17. Wizards are the 1 seed, so they will not be in action for most of this week, but we'll tell you what we will be doing this week as Summerz gets the screen from Gafford. Kicked it back to Gafford, out to Beal, now to Avdia in the corner. Avdia kicks it to Gafford, who will flush. Lead again, 19 with 3.7 seconds to go. Green dribbles. No, we're not going to let him have that. Not going to let him have the half-court shot. Almost had an opportunity there to go ahead and get another basket. Wizards up by 19 after the Summerz block. And we will move into the fourth quarter. So this week, for the play-in tournament, we'll go ahead and do the Simcast Live feature on NBA 2K23. And with that, we will actually, it'll be a little bit faster, but we'll go ahead and talk about the games, and we'll talk about the 7-8, the 7 and 8 game, the 9 and 10 game, and of course the game for the 8th position, the 3 games in the play-in tournament. We'll do that this week. You'll see how we will do that. Like I said, it'll be the Simcast Live as Burke passes to Smith Jr. in the post working against Kuzma. Now he passes it back to Burke. Burke goes into the corner. Summerz, I shouldn't have jumped there. Burke gets the free throw line area jump shot, misses, but the rebound to Smith Jr. over Gafford. I thought Gafford had got that rebound at first. So we'll be talking playoffs on the podcast coming up tomorrow. Stick around for that. Summerz to Kuzma. Kuzma was going to flush, but got fouled by Smith Jr., and he will shoot a pair of free throws.
First team foul.
And the Wizards will get the 8 seed, obviously. And Summerz is coming out of the game, but we are going to make some substitutions because obviously, again, we don't want, Porzingis or Kuzma or Beal in the game. So we're putting Summerz back in. And I normally don't do this. Obviously, there have been some games. The Clippers game in LA back in December comes immediately to mind. Minute 26 now to go. 94-78 in favor of the Wizards. We are about to put a wrap on the regular season. Burke dribbling the ball. But as I was going to say, we don't normally make the substitutions. We let Unseld Jr. make those substitutions. Burke will take the corner 3. He will miss. Rebound Kuzma up to Summerz. Summerz will drive and gets the layup to fall. Summerz with 12 and 7. Yeah, so normally Unseld Jr. makes all the substitutions. We don't change it or anything, even if we don't agree with it. Like I said, that Clippers game back in December, we definitely did not agree with it. And Burke looks cold as we now have a hang-up again. Minute 2 to go here in the fourth quarter. But in this case, we don't want any of the main players hurt, although Porzingis and Kuzma appear to be on the floor now as the game is winding down. And so is Beal. So actually all three. Actually, the Wizards starting lineup is out here with less than a minute to go in the game as Gordon drives on Avdia. He misses. Rebound to Porzingis. Up to Summerz, who's ahead of the pack, and Summerz will flush one-handed. 47.3 to go. 20-point lead for the Wizards. Burke dribbles. Gets past. Thought I had another block there. Foul on Summerz as Burke drove. So the Wizards will be the 1 seed. And we will talk about playoff seeding, the play-in, and the MVP, the Rookie of the Year, all of those awards, six-man, all of those awards. We will talk about that tomorrow on the Season Long podcast, which again will be on Google Podcasts, Spotify, and here on YouTube. Burke hits both free throws, cuts the lead to 18. It's 39.4 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter as Summerz will bring the ball into the front court. Screen from Hachimura. That has been the play over to Hachimura, and he gets the easy layup. I mean, that's been the best Wizards play by far today. Burke dribbles into the front court. Less than 24 to go now. Green will take the corner three. Miss. Hachimura with the rebound. Up to Summerz. Summerz lead. Oh, reverse dunk. And you know what? We're going to hang around. Do a little chin up. And yes, we got the technical foul.
Shooting the technical.
I want to see if you could hang on the rim and get the technical. Because, you know, you've seen us, opponents, hang on the rim for a long time. So that time I purposely wanted to see it. And finally, on the last dunk of the regular season, I managed to pull off the technical. I mean, I already lead the league in technical fouls most likely anyway with the transition take fouls that I've got all season. So what's one more at this point? Unless it's more than 16 and I would get suspended a game, but I don't think that's the case. 15.8 to go after the free throw make on the Summerz technical. It is 102-81. And yeah, I am kind of proud of that technical, so I'm not going to be upset. Under 10 to go as Nueba will dribble out the clock, and that's going to do it. Wizards with a 102-81 victory to close the season. They will finish as the 1 seed in the East. 66-16 is their final record. The Rockets are done for the season and will be looking forward to the lottery. Wizards are the 1 seed and will be awaiting the 8 seed out of the play-in tournament. That's going to do it for yours truly, Season Long Baller. We will talk to you all this week in the play-in tournament. Thank you for listening and watching. If you like what we're doing on the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It is much appreciated. That's it for Season Long Baller. Peace.